Good afternoon. My name is Emily Holl, and I would like to thank you all for being here today. My inspiration for today's presentation, my proud participation in the 2012 Partners Program, and my work here at YAI is my older brother, Peter. I'm very happy that Peter is here with his girlfriend, Andrea.
Yeah, welcome, Peter.
Peter was my first friend, so it's only fitting that the topic I'd like to discuss today is friendship and social support. It's a topic that's important to all of us, yet too often overlooked for people with disabilities. In 1967, the Beatles released a song called "With a Little Help from My Friends." Probably most of you know it. I won't sing it, don't worry. And sung the praises of friendship in helping to combat loneliness and struggle. We know from a substantial body of research that the Beatles were onto something. In the year 2000, a review of findings from 286 empirical studies found that social support enhances well-being. Think about it. Think about a recent celebration, outing, or event that you enjoyed. Who were you with? What made this time so special? Now, think about a recent struggle. Who did you reach out to for support? Who was there for you? Probably all of us thought of different scenarios, but what they no doubt had in common was that the most memorable and meaningful events, challenges, and accomplishments in our lives are shared with friends and loved ones. Yet, for the more than 4.7 million people with developmental disabilities in the U.S., 75% of whom live at home in the community without formal disability services, true friendship and social support are hard to find. Think about your friendships and the social groups and community organizations you belong to. How many people with disabilities are involved? Too often, people with developmental disabilities are labeled special education student, client, consumer. These roles significantly limit their ability to develop truly mutual relationships and social networks from which they can give and receive natural support. And these days, as government funding for disability services is increasingly at risk, natural support, that is, support derived from unpaid relationships, is in higher demand than ever. In 2006, 33,951 New Yorkers with developmental disabilities reported a residential, individual, and/or family support need. The number has since surely grown. We are at a crossroads where we must ask ourselves, in light of these needs, how can we empower people with disabilities to develop relationships and other resources that will enable them to live as independently as possible? We can start, I think, by creating opportunities for people with disabilities to not only be in the community, but truly part of it. Through our actions and our interactions, we must promote awareness about the rights and ability of these individuals to play participatory, contributing roles in society. Because given the chance, people with disabilities have as much to give in relationships as any of us. My brother Peter is living proof of this. Peter knows that I'm a nervous public speaker, and when I called him to invite him to today's presentation and to tell him that I could really use his support, he didn't hesitate to say that he'd be here. Thank you all again for your time and attention. I hope that all of us leave here today with open minds and hearts that will inspire us to open doors for people with disabilities to form the kind of true friendships that all of us want and deserve.